Okay, welcome back to my channel, and I need to actually film an intro for this, but just in case, we got this. But this is my readathon time vlog, and I actually am an overachiever. I already got one down, and that is from the Amazon short story collection, The Time Traveler's Passport. But I read for a limited time only, and it was 39 pages, but 5 stars. Very depressing. A slimmer of, like, beautiful, but mostly depressing. But I knew I was going to love Pink Shepherd, but just the fact that I gave a 39-page book 5 stars, and I'm still thinking about it, amazing. So yes, we have that all going on, and I used that one for either the time travel prompt or like time in the title. And in case you don't know what this is, Macy from Right Side Girl, she is like the readathon queen. She has like, I think 6 readathons a year, but this one is her randomathon readathon, which is a different theme every year. And this one, it's time, and I love time books. I don't know if it's just the history nerd to me or what, but I love a good time book. I have my TBR here, and I don't know when I'm getting to this book, but I need to read Ministry of Time. I have my little tabs and my little annotation stickers picked out. I will link those down below. I saw Jan from Jan Agaton do it, and I thought it was just the cutest idea ever. So every now and then I try to randomly use annotation stickers, and that book right there, Invictus, that's the other one I really, really want to read. But yeah, both of those are 2 of my time travel staples on my bookshelf. Invictus is an oldie, but it is like a man born outside of time itself, and just the shenanigans that are going to go on with that sounds so much fun. And the Ministry of Time, I think is like a romance literary fiction, and it's about a time travel. They pull expats, or people who are going to die anyway, out of their times and put them and see if time travel is possible to live through. And it's like a girl from like the modern day, and then a dude from like the 1800s or something, and they're roommates, but it might be an roommates to lovers, and it just sounds so cool. My arm just got so tired. And on audio, because this is just my year of reading books I own, I have Only a Monster, which is one of my OG Fairy Loot books, and I remember it was an anticipated release, and I was so excited for it. And then it's been, what? It was a 2022 book. So 2, 3, 4. So it's been like 4 years, and it's still not been read. I think it's like a trilogy now, and the last book already been released. So it's, you know, better late than never. But I'm listening to that on audio, and yeah, I'm hoping to actually read a lot. It's already been like a week, and I've only done the 1 book. So, you know, we're doing great over here. But yeah, I will check in with you when I have an update. My vlog angle, because I don't know, it's a new look. You can see new shelves on my bookshelf. But yeah, the readathon's over. Did I fail? Well, sorta, but it's fine. But this is my wrap up for readathon time, and really quick, let's go through the other 2 books I managed to read. So a real proud moment is that I finally read Only a Monster, and I listened to the audio I listened to the audiobook of this, and I ended up giving it 3.5 stars. Everyone needs to appreciate, because this outfit was drawn perfectly and described in the book, so that was kind of fun. But this book ended up working perfectly for readathon time. I ended up giving it a 3.5 stars because at first it was kind of, this is gonna sound so mean, but I did not care until her whole family were murdered. Is that a spoiler? Kind of, but it's fine. But I don't know, there's something about it. The plot really kicked off when she and I love an enemies to belong to allies to friends to potentially more, but that didn't, you know, happen in this book. But I love that segment. So once that really started kicking in, I ended up really enjoying this. I understand why things were written a certain way. There's just a lot of plot conveniences, and it's YA, so I kind of overlooked it. It was a fun time, so I just went with it. I did hear that there are a bunch of those in the series, but I did hear the last book has a really big, like, shocking plot moment. So I am invested enough. I want to continue it. I don't know when, but I'm honestly just so happy I read this. This is one of my anticipated releases of 2022. So the fact that I finally read it is just absolutely amazing. So I'm probably going to keep listening to the audiobooks, but this was for the prompt of clock on the cover, all of them technically count for time travel if you squint, but this was definitely time travel, and then the clock on the cover. The original book that I read for this, which was oh my gosh, For a Limited Time Only, I did that one for time in the title, and it also kind of counted for time travel, but I did it for time in the title. And then the last book I read, this was the readathon of novellas for me, but I read Signal Moon by Kate Quinn, and you guys, why did a 57-page book just emotionally punch me in the gut? Like, I literally can't tell you anything about it or why it punched me in the gut, but all you need to know is that across centuries, oh my god, I keep forgetting what their names are, but a telephone operator from World War II ends up making a connection to a man in 2023, and that's all I'm going to say, because you guys, this just emotionally gutted me. I'm still thinking about it. It's been like a couple days, but 5 stars. This was my readathon of 5-star novellas. So apparently time travel novellas are where it's at, because wow. And for this one, it didn't technically fit any prompts. I could have squeezed it into the time travel prompt, but honestly, I just associated this book with the time readathon, so I went with it. But yeah, those are the 3 books I read, and I didn't touch Ministry of Time. I'm very, very annoyed with myself, to be honest, but it's fine. It is what it is. I am going to put that on I have a list running this year, and it's like books I need to get to because I had a strong urge to read them. So it's going to eventually come up. I also really still want to read Invictus, and I heard that from Macy that she had a really fun time with it, which makes me even more excited. And I'm honestly just so proud of myself for getting this vlog together. I don't know what it is. I just have not wanted to film lately. So I still need to do my, my top 10 of 2025, but that's an issue for another day. I think it's because I know I have to rearrange my bookshelf afterward. But anyway, rambling aside, thank you so much for tuning in. If you participated in Readathon Time, how did you do? Did you find any favorite books? Just how'd you do? What was your favorite book of the readathon? Mine, oh my gosh, what am I going to go with? I think I'm going to go with Signal Moon, because it might be recency biased, but it was just so good. If you'd like to stick around to my bookish corner of the interweb, I would love to have you. So consider liking and subscribing. And until next time, I'm Kay. Bye.